I put my feelings to the side, and when I put my feelings to the side, I buried them, and now I'm dealing with these emotions and feelings that I can't consciously know, hey, I'm actually sad, you know? Fambam, what's going on? I was questioning if I should make this video or not, but I think it's good that I do, because, you know, I promised that I'm gonna have a video every day of the year. And I don't think a lot of people understand how much work goes into the videos that I make. I'm always planning videos. I have like systems in place where I'm using different apps to keep my life organized, to keep the videos going, and to make videos that have purpose and meaning, and, you know, to show you guys me trying to be the best dad that I can be for my kids and for my wife, and being the best husband that I can be for my wife. And it's been hard to do that lately. It's been hard to make videos, and it's been hard to be a good husband and a good dad. To where I don't really want to be creative. I don't really want to do anything. It's hard for me to be warm because I'm realizing that to be a good dad, I have to be able to go through and, you know, and wrestle with emotions that I'm not really familiar with. So if you guys saw the last video, you guys know that we had a miscarriage. And when we had the miscarriage, for me, it was really about paying attention to Charlotte and making sure that she was okay, because the whole time when we were having the miscarriage, like I said, I was being super optimistic and I was pretty sure everything was gonna be okay. And it's crazy because when we were going through everything, I was also preparing my mind for the worst thing to happen. And then unfortunately, the worst thing did happen is we lost the baby due to a miscarriage. And when we found out the news, for me, I was really doing fine. I wasn't, at a conscious level, I was doing fine. I was like, okay, well, we gotta just kind of see what happens next and try again for the next baby. To me, my mind just works like that, like on to the next step. And, you know, when Charlotte shared with me that she was sorry, that was the first piece of emotion that I felt, that I felt sad, you know what I mean? And it was the only time I really felt sad through that in the entire process of the miscarriage. And then I had a second wave of feeling sad. We were in the car and Maddie said something about a baby. And I got sad, where I got teary-eyed. And it was right then and there where I realized that I was dealing with emotions that my conscious mind couldn't even put a finger on. Because all my life I was raised to get over stuff and keep going. When I played football, it was something that we call next play mentality, where you mess up on a play, you got to get up and go to the next one. You don't have time to dwell on the past because you can't go to the future and perform on the field. And I'm realizing that as a dad and as a husband, I can't be that way. I have to figure out how to feel in the moment and not get ready to plan for the next thing. And it's crazy because now for me, being, you know, a content creator and being my own kind of boss and running a business, I'm the one who does everything. I get everything together. I plan the videos. I'm building a team. I got to do everything. So I'm constantly planning ahead. And I'm realizing planning ahead for my emotions is something that I can't do anymore. And that's the only thing that I can really work on for me to be able to be an emotional present dad. I'm always present with my kids. I'm always present with my wife. I'm in the moment. When my kids want to do something, when my wife want to do something, I'm present in that moment to do that thing. But I'm realizing when I deal with a hard emotion like sadness, fear, I can't deal with those in the present moment or talk about them. And that's something that I realized with this miscarriage. And I wanted to share this because I think this is something that isn't really talked about amongst fathers. And I think that the mom and the mothers or the women are more in tune with these things. I think it's important for us as dads to be able to be in tune with these things. So the past couple of days, well, really the past week and a half has been terribly difficult for me and for Charlotte. I've been distant with my kids and Charlotte, not even noticing it until Charlotte brought it to me. But Charlotte's also been dealing with her own stuff. Today was the first day where I was able to have a productive day. I got up, I worked out, took the kids to Juju's house. Charlotte did her work, and I thought that it would be a good time for me to talk about these things. I think a part of making these videos helps me to be able to share with the fam and what we're going through, and not just putting up stuff of me having fun with my kids and doing fun things, because that's what we love to do here. But y'all know me from day one. I'm an open book and I keep it G all the time. And this is what I've been going through lately. So I wrote down these 3 things this morning when I knew I was gonna film this video. And I wanted to talk about kind of like my game plan of what I'm gonna do to kind of get back on track and hopefully tap into my emotions. And the first thing that made me feel even better today was last night I had a conversation with Charlotte about how I've been feeling. And before I had that conversation with Charlotte, I reached out to a friend to talk about the things that I've been going on, how I feel stuck or how I feel anxious or I feel mad or frustrated. And he let me know that like, it sounds like you just need to talk to Charlotte about how you're feeling. Just talking to Charlotte has already made me feel so much better, because I think for me, I was so in tune with how she was feeling that I put my feelings to the side. And when I put my feelings to the side, I buried them. And now I'm dealing with these emotions and feelings that I can't consciously know, hey, I'm actually sad, you know? And that's important for me to understand if I want to be a great dad, especially for my kids who are constantly dealing with emotions all day. And if I can't be in tune with mine, how can I teach them to be in tune with theirs? You know, and that's something that I thought was super important. So the first part of my game plan was to talk to Charlotte, and I did that yesterday. Well, last night, and I already feel much better. The second thing that I realized is that I need to take a break. And when I say take a break, me and Charlotte kind of talked about taking a break on our podcast. I'll leave a link right here. Well, that podcast isn't out yet, so I'll leave a link in the description if you watch this later. It'll be out on Monday. About taking a break. And for me, taking a break is really, so what I want to do to take a break is kind of get off social media and go on a 3-day fast, a 3-day no food and only water fast. And I do these every so often for my body, for my mind, and for my spirit. I use my 3-day fast to get closer with God, but also to reset my body, because this past like week and a half, I've been eating terrible. And if, like I said, when I played football, the one thing we always said was, you look good, you feel good, and you play good. And I haven't been feeling good emotionally or physically because of what we've been going through. And me not being aware of my emotions makes me go down that path. So that's the second part of my game plan, to hopefully reset myself and get back on track, and also deal with what I'm dealing with in a healthy way. And my last thing that I want to do is I want to do something with the kids and Charlotte, where we need a break to just get away for a little bit. I don't know if that's like doing something with them. Me and Charlotte talked about going camping for a couple of days or going somewhere to stay with the kids, but we need kind of something to reset ourselves. We're constantly just coasting and going through life, through ups and downs. And I think when you go through something like we went through, last week, it's important to take a break. It's important to reset. Now, I think, you do a physical thing to reset, but you still have to deal with the emotional pieces. You know what I'm saying? And I think just doing something physical, like going on a small camping trip or taking the girls to do something outside of our house, could be a big deal. And this is my game plan to kind of reset myself and hopefully get to the point where I want to create videos and I can think about being creative. I can't even get to the point where I'm thinking about being creative because my mind isn't jumbled. My mind is just sad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just sad that we had a miscarriage. And I think by default, I think that's something that I expect people to expect. But I think I don't even verbalize it because I don't really even necessarily notice it myself. So I wanted to share this video, hopefully to give some inspiration to really just tap in with your emotions. I think as parents, it's really important for us to do that in the good times and the bad times. And for me, this is, for my whole family, it's a bad time. It's sad, it's hard, and me and Charlotte are dealing with it individually in our own kind of ways. And to be honest, we haven't collectively done anything together that much because we're still processing alone. And I think that's important, but we have to get to the point where we can process together and not necessarily move on together, but heal together. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video today. Hopefully I can get back to some fun stuff next week, but part of being here and being a part of Football to Fatherhood is keeping it G. And these videos really help me to keep going forward because I love having support from the Fambam. It means so much to me. You guys mean the world to me. And I'm excited to keep growing and sharing and learning with you guys. So if you made it to the end of this video, APOC, I still need your address for the Fambam card, bro. So send that to me. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. So